Welcome to New Twist Radio. We are live here on New Twist Radio, newtwistradio.com, and the New Twist Radio app. Make sure you download the New Twist Radio app from the Google Play Store. I am, of course, Jay Chris, and we have a special interview today. Young man from the South, young man named RichmanPromo that I'm going to introduce you to. If you haven't heard of him, you're going to hear about him today. Special young man. He comes from like I said, down south in Arkansas, but he has a different type of story, and he has a different type of walk from that you're used to, and he has a different type of sound or flavor than that you may have heard recently. And without further ado, of course, I want to introduce to you RichmanPromo. What's going on, good brother?
What's popping? What's popping now? It's RichmanPromo. Oh no, how y'all doing?
Welcome to New Twist Radio, man. Thank you for being with us today. We definitely appreciate it. RichmanPromo, tell me about the name.
All right, so my name is Richie. My actual name, birth name. My mom's also always called me Rich Man. So like that's just kind of like something generally only my mom calls me. But growing up, like when I used to go by Big Rich when I was rapping in high school, and I changed it to Rich Man because I just felt like Big Rich was a little bit too generic. After changing it to Rich Man in college, I started doing like promotions, like trying to throw parties, just promoting, and then people started calling me Promo, and so I just ended up conjoining the names when I quit doing parties and started just going full force in my artistry.
And what college did you go to?
I went to University.
You cut out.
UCA.
Say it again. You cut out. You cut out for a second. What'd you say?
Yeah, I went to University of Central Arkansas, UCA.
Central Arkansas. Okay. Yep, shout out to Central Arkansas.
Shout out. What's happening now?
So, all right. So you're promoting what parties and events in Central Arkansas?
Yeah. Yes.
Were you
freshman year? Freshman year, that was my idea. I had T-shirts. I was doing the thing, doing different parties. But from that point on, I realized I wanted to go full force with the artistry, although the money was actually in throwing the events.
Absolutely, as usual. So we got a couple comments coming in. Sketch Pro Studio says, "What's up, y'all?" Marcos Gonzalez says, "Promo."
What's happening? What's happening?
Shout out to the people. So let's go early. Let's go to the beginning because we're gonna talk about everything that you got coming on, the new album coming out, the new single coming out, and all like that. And some of the things you got. But let's go to early RichmanPromo. Let's go to like your first days of performing. Like when do you remember first performing?
All right, I can remember my first performance, 4th grade. What was called Fun Day at Lakeside Elementary in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. So shout out Pine Bluff. So like every year, elementary school has like one day they bring the bouncy houses in, might have a few snow cones. They're really just celebrating the year. Right. Mr. B, who was our music teacher, shout out to Mr. B, had recorded a demo for us already. I was recording. We called ourselves the Baller Boys.
Okay.
So we had a little song called Ballin', which we didn't have $1 in our pocket, by the way. But and that's what we was going by. Hey, but I loved it though. It was that was my first time I can remember like actually performing. But before then, I was rapping for my brother and his friends any and everywhere I could.
Gotcha. So we got somebody on here that says we need a New Twist Radio freestyle. Well, we'll get to that. We got some story to tell, but we definitely gonna get to that. Shout out to my man R. Dot. So elementary school, you performing in elementary school, and then at that time were you taking? At the young age, of course, elementary school, it's hard to take things seriously, right? As you know them as an adult. But
right.
When can you recall yourself taking the rap game seriously?
I was taking it pretty seriously then. As far as you can take anything that's a hobby serious, I was taking it as serious as I could then. But it's like in terms of actually like realizing like I really want to be able to make money from this. Probably 8th grade, where I remember like every day I dedicated myself to writing a verse a day. So I was writing a verse a day in 8th grade. So that means at the end of the year I had over 365 verses.
Hey, that's what's up, man. And that's putting in work. Can you remember any of your early verses?
Yeah, they're pretty vulgar. I mean, yeah.
Well, you can hold on. You can hold on if you can censor them, cool. But listen. I remember as a young age, I had some vulgar lyrics myself because I really didn't know what to talk about. But
yeah, but they were pretty dope too. But they were talking. So my influences a lot were Cameron and UGK, Pimp C. So I was saying some crazy things.
now the shout out to TR Mix is my favorite rapper. There you go, Richman Promo. Talking with Richman Promo here on New Twist Radio, here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel down below. And of course, we're going to talk about your YouTube channel as well, which I am a subscriber, by the way, just so you know. Let's talk about budget. All right, because I watched the video when it first was released. I'm gonna say released. And when I heard you say, like, I saw what your manager was saying about you. I was like, I check this guy. I gotta check him out. Check him out. Check him out. And I see the video budget. And first of all, let me just say I didn't know what to expect. So I was like, let me see what this guy talking about. Let me see what's going on. Richman Promo. He's calling himself rich. Like, I know nothing about you, right? At the time. So I'm like, all right, let's check him out. Budget. And you're not talking about what you don't have, but you're talking about balling on a budget in a sense, right? You're talking about staying true to what you have, not living above your means. Like, I want to do this, but I'm on a budget. Now, that message can really touch a lot of people, right? Because there's a lot of people out here that's trying to spend money that they ain't got just to try to keep up with the Joneses and all that type of stuff. Has that been like your MO all the time of especially with that single itself? Has that been like your thing of like just keeping it real, keeping it honest with yourself? Or is it a thing where, that was just an idea that you had and you just wanted to put it out?
No, I've never really ever been too flashy in terms of like the music I make. Like I do like talking about having fun, no doubt. And I do like talking about kicking it, but in terms of talking about spending money, I ain't never had that much money to spend. I do talk about how I've spent some of the money I used to have, which was foolishly in some ways. But I will say this one was more of an idea where like me and my wife, we eating out, we realizing, hey, you spend a lot of money eating out. You want to eat out every day. When we buying jewelry, we like, whew, I know these people got on some fake stuff because I just had to save all year for this. And I have a good job. So you know what I'm saying? So and my idea, I was thinking, well, it's more people who can relate to budgeting like I have to do that can relate to what honestly most rappers talking about. And it's all fun. Don't get me wrong. Like we all want to talk about what we can get, but I was realizing I gotta find a way to make it relatable too.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is well, at least for me, it's relatable because I'm on a budget too. I'm trying to stack together as many dollars as I can all the time. So in this video, and I couldn't wait to talk to you. I wanted to ask you about this, and I don't know if there was a significance to it or not. But in the video, there is they're airbrushing. It looks like it's a boat or something. Something's being airbrushed in the room that you're shooting this video. It was what's going on there? Because I'm like I'm looking at it because I'm a background, but like I want to see what's going on in the background, see explain to me what's going on in that video.
So the idea is that even though like we kicking it, like clearly I'm having a good time. Like I had a good amount of money on me then. Like Dolo's an artist that's blowing up in Arkansas, so he speaks for himself. We had a nice lady in there. Even through all that, it's still hard work going on in the video. It's still work that has to be done before in the video and prior to getting the video done to make it look good. So I wanted them to see the hard work that went into the video being done. Shout out to Live Sosa who shot the video too.
Now, do you often work with Arkansas artists? I mean, like the man that was in the video with you, was that somebody you came up with, or is it somebody that you reached back out to in Arkansas and maybe put something together? Well, I'm kind of asking you two questions at once, so I'm gonna slow down a little bit. How often do you reach back out to Arkansas artists to put some work together?
Often. In terms of like, I've done several songs with Live Sosa. That was my first time me and Ed Dolo ever linked up. The person in the video, Pluto, is actually the person who linked me up with Live Sosa. So I go way back with Pluto. Just even like not even on music, just we go way back from going to high school together. So, but he's a tremendous artist who I feel like is gonna get a deal any second. So, I reach out back to after Pluto oftentimes just to bounce ideas. Um, Art God is a Miami artist. Bounce ideas off him. Track House Moosey, I'm a fan of him. I don't really know that man too much, but to be honest, I'm looking forward to reaching out to him. But yes, I do reach out to Arkansas artists. But being that I live in Baltimore now, I'm reaching out in this region too.
Absolutely. Actually, I know a lot of people in Baltimore that I might be able to link you up with, but we'll talk about that another time. You were speaking about your homie in the video that can you think is going to be signing a deal anytime. Is that your goal? Are you looking to be signed, or are you looking to stay independent? What's your story with that?
Right. The truth is, I don't even think that's his goal, but I just feel like he deserves that. But no,
Mm.
I don't think. I think what I really mean by when I say sign a deal, I just really mean the notoriety. Obviously, if you could do it,
Okay.
if you could do it the independent way, then do it the independent way. Um,
Mhm.
it's a lot of hard work the independent way. It takes a lot of money out the pocket the independent way. I'm willing to get it out the mud, but I'm also willing, if it makes sense, willing to look at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of like depending on where you at, where you push it.
So so let's talk about your next single that you're going to be putting out. Um, AR Flow. Tell me a little something about that.
Yeah, AR flow. So I feel like everybody has like their signature song where they feel like they rapping like from their hometown, and I feel like in this song, I'm talking my ish. So I'm talking my ish, and I'm getting and I'm repping my state.
Okay.
And
And can you
and by
go
if
ahead?
I talk my ish, I mean like I'm keeping it gully as I usually do, but I'm also talking about my career. I'm a teacher, so
Right.
the truth, like I'm being completely honest about that, but I'm also being completely honest with this. I'm not the man to approach with foolishness.
I hear you. I hear you. So tell me about that. You're a teacher, you're an educator, you're around kids, and so you have to have you're basically a role model in a sense, whether you want to
Yes,
be or not, right? Because
right.
kids are you're an authority figure. Kids are looking up to you on a daily basis. How does that affect your music?
Oh, it helps me hold myself accountable. Like when at first, to be truthful, I took a couple like 2 years off in terms of I was making music. I put out Muddy Cups of Conversation because I had already recorded it, but I wasn't really making new music because I didn't know how to intertwine the two. I didn't know how to be
Mm,
an educator and how to be a rapper.
mm,
Because the truth is, it was scary to hold myself accountable. I was used to being able to say essentially what I wanted to in terms of when I rap. But then when I realized I have kids, and it's a good thing, I appreciate that. Because
mm.
honestly, I feel like if it's so foolish to where if my kids hear it that I shouldn't have said it, then maybe I need to rethink saying it. Now, some things aren't for my kids. My music, I will say, not all my music is for my kids. My kid, it
Mhm.
has parental advisory on it, but I'd be a fool to not understand that they have access to it in some ways. So
Right.
if they, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a way for me to hold myself accountable, and I don't mind
So, have any of the kids at your school listened to your work and said anything to you
that.
about it?
Oh, they love my work.
Yeah.
Some songs that I love that they love. Some songs I wish they didn't have access to, but they, I think they understand like because I carry myself very very professionally in school, so I think it's a good lesson to them where you ain't gonna ever see hear Coach Kearney curse. You ain't gonna ever see Coach Kearney do nothing foolish. You're gonna see
Mhm.
an outstanding role model at school. So I think that shows them that wow, you do have to switch it up based on where you at and who you around.
Absolutely. And you bring up something there that it hits close to home for me is it's coaching. I've been a coach
Mhm.
for man, I don't know, 15 years or so. And the lives that you touch, you do have to be careful of what you say and how you carry yourself because they are always watching. Always,
Mhm.
whether you think about it or whether you
Always,
realize it or not, they're always watching.
especially
Um,
in Wilmington, Delaware, which is a very small city. They'll see you any and everywhere you
Absolutely, they definitely will see you every and anywhere in
at.
Wilmington, Delaware. Um, so what's next? I know you got the AR flow coming out. You have something that I want to talk about, and I was talking to your manager. I said that I think this is a genius idea. Um, I kind of want to pull it out of you. Like I don't want to say it. I don't want to say. I want you to say it because I feel like it's gonna bring a smile
You
to your
talking
face
about
when you say it.
that budget game show, man? Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely. Let's talk about the budget game show.
Yeah, so me and my wife put together a game show for the masses. So essentially, we
Mm,
were thinking about we were watching Prices Right with Mumi,
mm,
my wife's grandmother. Shout out
mm.
Mumi. And we were thinking like it'd be cool like if we could recreate this except like kind of with a twist, like a a little hip hop culture in it. And so I was thinking with this budget game show, that's perfect because that helps people. For one, we teaching like financial literacy, and for two, we having a good time kicking it in a time where you can't get much social interaction.
Yeah, that
And
is
people
true.
winning prizes, and we shouting out black businesses get to get a platform to speak to different people as well as hand out some of the best prizes ever. It's just a spectacular situation.
Absolutely. I just think it's a genius idea for to promote the black businesses in the area to promote you, to promote your music and everything that you do. I think it's a phenomenal idea, man. I hope that, excuse me, I'm sorry. I hope that grows exponentially for y'all because with that going on, man, people reaching out, people winning. Personally, I love to win. I don't like to lose anything. I don't care if we thumb wrestling. I don't like to lose, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a raffle and I'm in it, like I'm really angry if I don't win the raffle, right? I'm like I put my dollar in, my $5, whatever case may be. But in a game show, it's like you're having fun at the same time. Even if it's like being in a casino, you're having fun losing until you lose it all. But you're having fun losing, and it just gives you that rush. So, explain to me if you can. Explain to me how the game show works. How are you promoting it? How are you putting it out there? How are you? Um, what are people winning, and how are they winning it?
Okay, so right now it's on Facebook. The hope is to be on Facebook and YouTube. Now, so when we streaming live, we're just on Facebook. So you can follow me at RichmanPromo Kearney, um, or add me as a friend if it's Facebook. But so what the idea is, there's several different games, but I talk about the games we did for the last episode. So for the last episode, one of our games was you had to like guess the price difference between like certain things. So one was like a Vizio TV versus like a Skeptra.
Oh no, no, bro, no, man. I would lose that. I would lose that right away because I don't know the price of anything.
So
I'm that dude that'll be on Prices Right in the first row. Like, how much that cost? $36,000, and that joint costs like $500. Like, I'm that guy.
right,
So I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna check y'all out. I'm gonna promote it, but I'm not gonna
please.
participate because y'all ain't gonna be laughing
Hey,
at me.
another
But
hey,
continue.
another one was like, all right, so like we're talking about cognac, like what has the best cognac? So we had two different cognacs in the shot glass. You take the shot, which one is
Mm,
better? The one I guessed, which was Henny, which I thought was smoother, was not. It was an off-brand cognac. So just
mm.
kind of like trying to see like what we spend our money as. Are we really spending it for brand name, or are we spending it because it's better, or we like it more?
So it's like a double entendre in a sense. It's two. There's two meanings to your game show. I like that. You're
Right.
putting on a Gucci T-shirt that's blank, and you're putting on a Hanes T-shirt that's blank, and saying which one feels better. In a
Exactly.
sense. In a sense.
Precisely.
I like that. I like that. Um, when is the next one? Because I got to check it out. I got to be on. I got to try to win.
There's not an actual date for the next one, but it's gonna be
Okay.
prior to the album release. The album is on dropping November 24th. But it's gonna be prior to that. Then we're gonna have another one right after the album drops. So please be on the lookout. The prize is gonna be even better. That's why we don't want to rush it because we want to make sure that we can get as much interaction as possible.
Okay. November 24th, the album is dropping. That's the budget
Yep,
album.
that's the budget album. Yeah, and I'm shooting Safari video on October 30th in Maryland too. To one of the singles. Safari is gonna be the next single after AR Flow.
So you got budget, you got AR Flow, and Safari all going to be singles off this upcoming budget album.
And Safari, my good. All three of these just hot. Like the album is really hard. Like it's a good album. Like I'm proud of it. Truly proud. I'd be proud of it for anybody.
Can a brother get early access to Safari? I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. I might can see what I could do. I might send something your way. For
Absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. We're talking with Rich Man Promo here. So let's see. She says the next game show October 31st. She want to make sure that was put out there. October 31st is the
Man.
next game show. Kobe Del Day says Safari. He's putting that thing on it. Budget album coming November 24th. Absolutely, we're definitely going to be on the lookout for that. Now, with all that being said, I want you to. It's time for you to promote yourself. Your name is Rich Man Promo. It's time for you to promote yourself. You're not afraid of hard work. It's time to put your social media out there in any way that anybody can get in touch with you, see your videos, hear your music, whatever the case may be. Put it all out there.
RichmanPromo. RichmanPromo. That's on Instagram. That's Facebook. That's any Snapchat, anywhere. Also, Richman Promo on Spotify, Apple Music. Go check me out tonight. Go hear me. Can I? You mind if I rap? Can I rap for him real quick?
Please do. Please do.
Look, they're gonna justify it. Tell us how to avoid, but that voice void. Anybody could be George Floyd. Feeling the neglect, hard to hear the respect. Cause in broad day, they played God and kneeled on his neck. I can't breathe. I know you felt that, man, but please, why did nobody help that man? Powers misused. Some point it's gotta hit you. If you don't stand up, then you part of the issue. It's Rich Man Promo.
I like that. I like that. I like that, brother. We will definitely be talking again soon. I want to thank you for taking this time out.
I appreciate you as well. No, thank you for having me on your platform.
Hey,
To
absolutely. I promote good people
already.
that do good things, man.
Oh man,
I
come
put it out
on.
there. That's
Budget
what I do.
is that budget single out right now. Album on the way, but go listen to that single right now.
Go listen to the budget single right now. You can check it out on YouTube. Was it Spotify, Apple Music?
Everywhere they streaming music. Any and
All right.
everywhere they streaming music, go check me out.
Definitely do that. Definitely want to do that. Shout out to Rich Man Promo. Shout out to the whole Arkansas. Shout out to Central Arkansas, Pine Bluff. Shout out to all that. Because
Yes.
I don't know if I ever met anybody from Arkansas that checked me out, but I do now. I hope I got some family in Arkansas. I definitely want to reach out to the Arkansas community
Yeah.
because I know they show love down there. But like I said, I'm gonna.
Your Friday mixes be crazy, so they need to fool with you because your mixes on Friday morning.
Hey,
That'd be crazy.
Friday morning, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know what Arkansas is. So Eastern Standard Time, Friday morning, 7:30 to 10. Check out the Friday Vibes Morning Show. That's me. You might even hear Rich Man Promo on there now. It's
Slide
a
through.
vibe. It's a vibe. One more comment before we go. So Carla says we needed that heat. Yeah, definitely needed that heat. You got the young man has got something to say. I'm going to thank you again for being with us here. And like I said, there is going to be more to come right here on New Tours Radio, and of course with Rich Man Promo. For next time, I am Jay Chris. That's Rich Man Promo. We're going to get out of here. Thank you for being with us. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google, Spreaker, Spotify, all them things up there. And like I said, subscribe to the YouTube channel. With that being said, we love y'all for loving us. We out of here. Peace.
Be easy.